The word jihad echoes through the halls of history, often shrouded in fear and misunderstanding. It is a term that has been echoed in countless discussions, debates, and media portrayals, yet its true essence remains elusive to many. It has been twisted and manipulated, portrayed as a violent call to arms. This misrepresentation has been perpetuated by sensationalist media, political agendas, and a lack of understanding. This portrayal, however, couldn't be further from the truth. The real meaning of jihad is deeply rooted in the spiritual and moral fabric of Islam, emphasizing personal growth, self-discipline, and the pursuit of justice. The true meaning of jihad, as understood by Muslims for centuries, is far more nuanced and profound. It encompasses a wide range of efforts, from the internal struggle against sin to the external struggle for social justice and community betterment. This essay aims to unveil the true essence of jihad, dispelling the myths that have plagued its meaning. By delving into the historical context and the teachings of the Qur'an, we can uncover the layers of this multifaceted concept. The common perception of jihad as a holy war, a justification for violence, is a gross misrepresentation. In reality, jihad is about striving for a noble cause, whether it be personal improvement or societal reform. It's crucial to understand that this interpretation is not only inaccurate but also dangerous. It fuels Islamophobia and alienates millions of peaceful Muslims who live by the true principles of their faith. By exploring the origins, principles, and true interpretations of jihad, we can begin to bridge the gap between perception and reality. We can foster a more informed and compassionate understanding of this term, which is so central to the lives of many. Jihad, in its truest sense, is about striving for goodness, justice, and self-improvement. It is about making the world a better place through positive actions and intentions. The internal jihad, or the greater jihad, is the personal struggle against one's own shortcomings and the effort to live a righteous life. This aspect of jihad is about self-control, patience, and perseverance. The external jihad, or the lesser jihad, involves striving to create a just society. This can include fighting against oppression, advocating for the rights of the marginalized, and working towards social equity. Understanding jihad in its entirety allows us to appreciate the depth and breadth of this concept. It is not a monolithic idea, but a dynamic and evolving practice that has been a cornerstone of Islamic life for centuries. By educating ourselves and others about the true meaning of jihad, we can combat the stereotypes and prejudices that have long overshadowed this noble concept. We can pave the way for a more harmonious and inclusive world. Let us strive to understand jihad in its true light, as a path to personal and collective betterment, and as a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. Jihad, in its purest form, translates to struggle or striving in Arabic. This term, often misunderstood and misrepresented, holds a profound and multifaceted meaning within the Islamic tradition. It is not merely a call to arms, as it is frequently portrayed, but rather a call to a higher moral and ethical standard. It signifies the inherent human struggle towards good and the constant effort to overcome challenges. This struggle can be seen in everyday life, whether it's a student striving to excel in their studies, an athlete pushing their limits, or an artist perfecting their craft. Each of these endeavors reflects the essence of jihad, the relentless pursuit of excellence and self-improvement. This struggle takes many forms, from resisting personal temptations to fighting for social justice. It is about the inner battle to maintain integrity, honesty, and compassion in the face of adversity. It is also about the external fight against injustice, oppression, and inequality. Whether through peaceful protests, community service, or personal acts of kindness, jihad is the driving force behind efforts to make the world a better place. It encompasses both the internal battle against one's own flaws and the external effort to create a more just and equitable world. This dual aspect of jihad highlights the importance of self-awareness and social responsibility. It calls for individuals to reflect on their own actions and strive to improve themselves, while also working collectively to address societal issues and promote the common good. The concept of jihad is deeply rooted in the Islamic principle of striving for a better self and a better society. It is a holistic approach to life that encourages continuous growth and development. This principle is reflected in the teachings of the Qur'an and the Hadith, which emphasize the importance of knowledge, compassion, and justice. It's about aligning one's actions with the divine will, which calls for peace, justice, and compassion. This alignment is not just a personal endeavor but a communal one. It involves working together to create a society that upholds these values and supports the well-being of all its members. This understanding of jihad is fundamental to the Islamic faith. It is a guiding principle that shapes the lives of Muslims around the world. It inspires them to seek knowledge, practice empathy, and engage in acts of charity and service. It is a reminder that the path to righteousness is a continuous journey, requiring dedication and perseverance. It underscores the importance of personal growth, social responsibility, and the pursuit of a higher purpose. By embracing the true meaning of jihad, individuals can lead more fulfilling lives and contribute to the betterment of their communities. It is a call to action that resonates with the universal human desire to make a positive impact and leave a lasting legacy. Within the concept of jihad, there exists a distinction between greater jihad and lesser jihad. Greater jihad, often referred to as the jihad of the soul, signifies the internal struggle against one's own base desires and vices. This is the ongoing battle against selfishness, greed, anger, and other negative qualities that hinder spiritual growth. It's a personal journey of self-improvement and moral refinement. Lesser jihad, on the other hand, encompasses the external struggles, which may include armed defense when absolutely necessary. This form of jihad is strictly governed by Islamic law, and is only permissible under very specific circumstances such as self-defense against aggression or oppression. It emphasizes the protection of faith, life, property, and the freedom to practice one's religion. Section 4. Distortion of jihad, a tool for extremists. Tragically, the concept of jihad has been hijacked and distorted by extremist groups to justify their violent agendas. These groups, driven by political motives and a skewed interpretation of Islamic teachings, have manipulated the concept of jihad for their own gain. Their actions, however, are a blatant misrepresentation of the true spirit of jihad. This distortion of jihad has been widely condemned by mainstream Muslim scholars and communities worldwide. They argue that the actions of extremist groups are not only un-Islamic, but also antithetical to the very principles of peace, justice, and compassion that jihad represents. The vast majority of Muslims view these acts of violence as a betrayal of their faith. Section 5. The Qur'an speaks jihad in context. To understand the true meaning of jihad, one must turn to the Qur'an, the holy book of Islam. The Quranic verses often cited by extremists to justify violence are taken out of context and misinterpreted. When examined within their proper historical and linguistic framework, these verses reveal a very different message. The Quran explicitly permits fighting only in self-defense when Muslims are attacked or oppressed. It emphasizes that even in such situations, strict moral guidelines must be adhered to. Forgiveness, reconciliation, and the preservation of life are highly encouraged, even during times of conflict. The Quran clearly states that there is no compulsion in religion, and forcing someone to convert is strictly forbidden. Section 6. Modern Muslims and Jihad, a Path of Peace. In today's world, the concept of jihad is often misunderstood and misrepresented. However, for the vast majority of Muslims, jihad is not about waging war, but about striving for a better world, both within themselves and in their communities. For these Muslims, jihad is a personal and collective effort to improve society. It involves engaging in acts of social justice, advocating for the oppressed, promoting education, and serving humanity. This broader understanding of jihad is deeply rooted in the teachings of Islam and the Quran. It's about making a positive impact in the world, whether through small daily actions or larger community projects. Muslim activists tirelessly work to ensure that the rights of all individuals are respected and upheld. Muslim teachers dedicate their lives to educating the next generation, instilling values of compassion and understanding. This understanding of jihad is reflected in the countless Muslims who dedicate their lives to humanitarian work, interfaith dialogue, and peace-building efforts across the globe. Muslim doctors provide essential medical care in refugee camps, often in challenging conditions, while others participate in interfaith meetings to foster mutual respect and understanding. These efforts are not just limited to their own communities but extend to anyone in need, regardless of their background or faith. Muslims participate in peace marches, stand alongside other faith leaders in interfaith dialogues, and work as aid workers in disaster zones, providing relief and support to those affected. Modern Muslims interpret jihad as a call to action against poverty, injustice, and ignorance. They volunteer at food banks, build shelters for the homeless, and distribute clothes to those in need. These actions are driven by a deep sense of social responsibility and a desire to make the world a better place. In the legal arena, Muslim lawyers fight for justice and equality, ensuring that the rights of the marginalized are protected. Muslim women protest for their rights, challenging societal norms and advocating for gender equality. Muslim students, meanwhile, strive for academic excellence, knowing that education is a powerful tool for change. They strive to embody the Quranic values of compassion, generosity, and social responsibility. Hosting charity events, donating money, and helping the elderly are just a few examples of how Muslims put these values into practice. These actions are a testament to their commitment to their faith and their community. This interpretation of jihad is a testament to the true spirit of Islam, a faith that promotes peace, understanding, and the betterment of humanity. Muslims praying together, happy families, and welcoming new neighbors all reflect the core values of Islam. Through interfaith discussions, Muslims build bridges with people of other faiths, fostering a sense of unity and mutual respect. Shaking hands, smiling, and engaging in meaningful conversations are simple yet powerful ways to promote peace and understanding. The commitment to community service is evident in the many Muslims who volunteer to clean the environment, teach and mentor students, and engage in various forms of community service. These efforts highlight the dedication of Muslims to the betterment of humanity and the world we all share.